And welcome back, everyone. It is that time on Saturdays where we get social with social media, and our expert, Naoma Doriguzzi, is here with us. Always has some really good information. And you've got a personal tie-in this week to a really cool story.
Exactly. My friends, Stacy and Amber, they just came up to me and they're telling me about this new thing they're doing. They purchased an RV and they're going to go across the country and blog about it. They're going to meet interesting people, and Amber is a photographer and photograph and share their stories from all over the place for about a year. So I think it's pretty exciting, but I wanted to kind of give them some tips on, because they're going to be blogging and kind of documenting their journey. So while they're out there, they may need to know something. So the first thing is Foursquare. We all use that to check in and where we're going and sharing, but there's some other things you can use Foursquare with. They have a to-do list. So as you're going around and people are mentioning things, you can go ahead and start a to-do list, save it, and then after you've been there, then you can swipe it off and you've done it. But another cool thing with Foursquare is it saves your history of your check-ins. So if you ever are out, you're like, what was that really cool place I went to? I forgot the name of it. But with your history of your check-in saved in Foursquare, it'll help you remember. So if they're blogging and they don't get to internet later on, but Foursquare, you can do in the search button, search for Wi-Fi, and it'll give you places where people leave tips of where the Wi-Fi hotspots are at. So if you're, instead of wandering around, okay, where's a Starbucks or whatever, there may be some local ones closer by that you can kind of log in and use their Wi-Fi. Another cool tip is outlets. You want to be able to plug in and power up your phone or your laptop or your iPad. So go ahead and search in Foursquare outlets, and people will give tips. People say good places, not so good places are where the Wi-Fi is, if there's outlets or if there's no outlets. So you're not wasting around, and when you're out in the country and not knowing where you're at and going on this exciting adventure, Foursquare can also be a good place, tip and tool to use while you're out and about in an unfamiliar town.
And of course, that's quite the adventure, and good for them, and that's going to be some interesting stuff from the, and we'll link to, you know, where you can see some of what's being written. But even here, if someone's going from Williamsburg to spend the week at Virginia Beach or something like that, you know, you don't have to necessarily have grand travel plans for that to really come in handy.
Exactly. If you're out and about and your phone starts to die, you need an outlet real quick, you know, you're not exactly sure where to go, you just search in there for outlet, Wi-Fi, whatever tips. And some of the places I was noticing even put the password code in for the Wi-Fi. So if you don't know, or if the person doesn't know, you can check in and see what kind of other tips people have for you.
And I like that there are reviews, because you can probably find out the physical location of anything, but then to have people go, this one not so much, but this one's really good.
Reviews and photos before you go and after you go, and kind of connect with people when they're in these other towns, see who else they may want to connect with. And another thing is, as a blogger, you know, it's still kind of hard here in this area to find who the local bloggers are, and you really want to kind of the same topics that you're interested in. And so I found kind of a list of people that I've connected with locally, and here's a few. You know, this is Stacy's blog right here. She's I can't wait to, I want to be stalking her blog and following her. But here's a couple of mommy blogs, Chaos and Kiddos, and The Fit Petite, and my friend, she's a realtor, Busy Bee. So if you're a local blogger, send them to me, and I'll be happy to add you to my blog roll. And you know, I want to be able to connect with the people that are actually blogging and using social media, and then also sharing with everybody of the different blogs, so we can all connect and help each other's blogs grow.
That's so great. That's really good stuff. And of course, you can always find her at asknaoma.com. Thanks a lot. We'll be back.